Oh, yeah.
Right, what's your name? I'm sorry, what's your name?
Mariah.
Mariah.
Okay, well, I'm HB. I participated in Bioneers, and to me, Bioneers was, I don't know, I mean, I know, but it's kind of hard for me to explain. But I can say, like, environmental justice is a group where youth and the elders come together on a level, like level ground, and discuss problems in the environment and inside and outside the city. Like, let's see, we went on this tour around Detroit. I think it was the Toxic tour, where we took a charter bus through frontline communities, and we saw how factories and other places were contaminating the community. Like, there's one point in the tour where we're at this school, and directly behind the school, there was this plant, and all types of fumes were coming from the plant. And I don't think that's safe for kids, because it was like a preschool, like elementary school, something like that. I don't really think that's safe to them. And it's an eyesore, really. When you walk out of school, walk out of your house, and you see that in the morning, that's not really something I think a lot of people enjoy. Actually, that's pretty much all I have to say about Bioneers.
So, Mariah and HB went to like the one that was in Detroit, but it was also a bigger one that was like international, I believe, United States. And we'll have Lottie speak on what she felt Bioneers on an international level was.
Okay, so I'm going to try to go with the flow of how this is being done. I'm going to talk just a little bit longer, but not too much longer. So, linking it from Bioneers Detroit. So, I've participated in Detroit Bioneers for the last 7 years. I started out, my relationship grew so much because I started out as the graphic designer for Bioneers, doing their programs, the flyers, and everything. But as I was doing the graphic design for it, I was like reading the descriptions, and I was like, what is this? What is this? Because they were just my client. You know, I didn't even work in environmental. I didn't work here. I was just a graphic designer. I worked for Vanguard. And I was like, this looks real interesting. Like, what is this? You know, beekeeping. Huh? What? You know, I'm going to this. So I go, and it really changed the course of my life without me knowing it, because at Bioneers is where I met Malik Yakini that year. That's how I became affiliated with Detroit Black Community Food Security Network and D-Town Farm. That's basically how I even got connected up with all of this, was through Bioneers. And I ended up being a, I know, right?
I didn't know either. I didn't know what to make it.
I know, right? So I ended up being, you know, an attendee, a presenter. Then I started being a presenter several years, doing workshops. Started working here. And, you know, as time went by, then I got invited to go to the National Bioneers to present on Detroit. But my first question was, when I went, was, doesn't seem like a lot of our community people know about Bioneers. This is Detroit. I was like, where are the people of color? And even though Detroit Bioneers has done a lot of work around outreach, they're trying, and that's actually where the Uprooting Racism Planting Justice group was born 3 years ago, in one of those workshops there, and it's still going strong. So they are doing it, but it is a challenge in the environmental movement. And as soon as I got off the plane for National Bioneers, I was like, where are the people of color? Where are the people of color? So it is also, it's the same as you explained. It's it stands for Biological Pioneers. There's some issue around that name, the history of pioneering. But anyway, I learned a whole lot while I was there, and I'll go into it more when it, I guess, circles back around. The specific things that I learned and some of the trends that they spoke about regarding climate and the future and what needs to happen were eye-opening to me, even though I felt a little out of place because of what I felt out of place, as in I just wasn't crewed up. I was definitely like
Isolated.
And more of a in a fringe participant until we got in our workshop, which sort of the same experience. Was like, we about to go hear what Detroit got to say. Y'all this is real urban people over in room 36B. Let's go. So I'll end there and then, bring it back around.
All right. So our next set of